It's me, coming back with another video. Today we're going to do our first monthly wrap-up video. We're going to do April. Not that it was a particularly great reading month, but you know what? It was a month. So I did read books, so that's the important part. So we'll start with our stats. So 4 books were at least started or made progress on. So we'll talk about those. So, first book I completed was Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is Cade and Willa. So Cade is a single dad and he's a grumpy grump. He loves his son dearly though, and is having a really hard time finding a nanny that is good enough. Even though he's been through multiple interviews, his dad and Summer are helping him, but he can't find anybody good enough. So in comes Summer's best friend, Willa. Willa is a bartender at her brother's bar, which is now closed for the summer. And so she's got a free summer. She had planned to do some competitions with her horse, but he was injured, so he is rehabbing, so she is completely free for the summer. So Summer decides that she would make the perfect nanny. She may or may not lead Cade to believe that Willa has handled children before, or taken care of children before, but that's neither here nor there. So they strike up a deal. She's going to be there. She's going to take care of Luke for the summer, and he will eventually learn to trust her a little bit. And then it follows their story from there. So it was a super good time. Many laugh out loud moments. I don't have this one. I've got a few tabs in this one. But I need to transfer some tabs from my Kindle, because I read a lot of this because it's on KU. So I read a lot of it on my Kindle. But I like to go back and annotate the book itself as I did with Flawless. It's got a bunch of little tabbies in it. So that is Heartless. Gave this 4 stars. It was a very enjoyable ride, and I'm excited to continue the series. I'm currently in the middle of Powerless and enjoying that as well. So book number 1, Heartless. Book number 2 that I completed was The Only One Left by Riley Sager. This was a 5-star read for me. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It was full of twists and turns as a thriller, as a good thriller should be. This follows Kit, who is a caretaker, and she is assigned to take care of Lenora Hope. Lenora Hope is kind of a modern day Lizzie Borden. She's been is assumed to have murdered her father, her mother, and her sister. So this is about Kit taking care of Lenora. She's given the assignment that nobody else wants because she had just come off suspension. She had been taking care of a patient. The patient was able to die by suicide using pills that were left out that she did not put back in her lockbox, which is protocol. And so she was suspended. A lot of people think that she did it on purpose, that she was trying to assist suicide and that sort of thing. So she's got her own past and assumptions about her. So she wonders if Lenora is in a similar boat as her and maybe being accused of something she didn't actually do. So that was this one. Tons of twists and turns, tons of fun action. It says on the back thrills and chills, and that is no lie. It was an awesome read. That's my first book by Riley Sager. It will not be my last. Okay, so then that brings me to the 2 books that I did not finish and that I am DNFing, at least for now. So I say at least for now for this one, George Washington's Secret Six. This is about the spy ring that George Washington put into place during the Revolutionary War, and it is credited with saving the war for our country, to create our country. There were 6 spies. 5 have been identified. All of the men have been identified. There was one woman. She has not been identified, which isn't terribly surprising. Records were not kept as closely about women as they were about men, so it's going to be a lot more difficult to identify her. So I've started this one, and I actually am enjoying it. I'm just not in the mood for nonfiction right now. So this one is a DNF for now. I would like to come back and pick it up when I am in the mood for nonfiction. But in the meantime, back to the library it goes. And then the second one, I'm so sad about this one, and I think this is a permanent DNF, and thankfully my fella gave me permission to not worry about it and DNF if I need to. Hey there, y'all. This is Editing Jackie. As I was going through my video, I just realized when I was talking about Dragonflight, I said my fella gave me permission. Let me be clear. When I say permission, I mean, I was feeling guilty about DNFing, and he said, please don't feel guilty. You don't have to like the same books as me. So I want to be clear on what I meant by permission, because it's not like that. I don't need permission to DNF. But as the person I am, I do tend to need permission not to feel guilty. So I just wanted to be sure that everybody understood what that was about, because that is not the kind of relationship this is. I've had those in the past. That is not what this one is. So just wanted to make sure that all my feminist girlies out there didn't cringe and like throw up red flags, because it's not like that. Anyway, back to the video. Thanks. Bye. So this is the Dragon Riders of Pern series. The first book is called Dragonflight. I've been trying to read it off and on for the past several months. It's good. It's not that it's not good, but I'm not driven to pick it up. I'm not interested enough in it that I'm willing to pick it up unless I really set aside time. So I don't know if I'll come back to it, but in the meantime, he gets his big chunky book back. This has 3. By the way, this has 3 books. It's not just one. This has the first 3 novels in the series. So this is going to be a DNF. May or may not come back to it at some point later when I've read more sci-fi and fantasy that's heavier. Right now I read more romantasy than anything else. So this one is going to the DNF pile, and it probably will stay there. So that was my less than stellar reading month of April. Now I had 2 really great books and the only one left in Heartless. Loved both of those reading experiences. So that was great. The quantity of books was not where I would like it to be. And, you know, it's not about quantity, but I'm happier when I'm reading good books. So it's more to do with the fact I want good books to read because it makes me happy, not because I feel like I have to read a bunch of books. So I've done a pretty good job. Even as checklist oriented, to-do list oriented as I am, I've done a fairly good job of not letting my reading life turn into that, which is a bonus. So that wraps up April. We will, my May TBR video is already up. And then I think next will probably come a reading vlog of some sort. I haven't fully decided what that's going to be yet, but that's what I look forward to doing next, is spending some time with you guys while I'm reading books. So we will see you then. I hope you're having a great day or great night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!